Hello and welcome to the Kathleen Sessions. My name is Kathleen Slattery-Moschkau, and this is the show where we step up and into our finest hour. And today we're going to be talking about our bodies, about our physicality, because this is our vessel. This is our vessel that allows us to thrive, allows us to do our great work in life. And when it's not functioning right, it affects everything. So I would be remiss if we didn't turn our attention, occasionally at the very least, to our bodies. And of course, I'm going to suggest a mindful approach to our physicality. We'll talk more about that later. And there are so many topics that fall under the body and physicality, their strength and cardio and nutrition. And, there's so much that falls under this that I think that we should visit it at least once a week. So just know there's more to come. But there's two things I wanted to focus on today. And the first one might be a little controversial. I'm going to suggest that we step on the scale every single morning. I know there are some groups that this maybe doesn't apply to. If you've struggled with an eating disorder or maybe OCD or something along those lines where this isn't right for you, please just set this suggestion down. But for the rest of us, think about it this way. You step on the scale each morning, you take a deep breath, you step on the scale, and you are given an objective data point to work with. And there doesn't have to be emotion around it. We can avoid the scale. We can be mad at the scale. A lot of us avoid it. A lot of us get mad when we do get on it. I'm going to suggest that we just make it part of our rhythm, part of our routine, our willingness to look at the number, to face reality, because when we are aware of where we are or where we're going, right, if the scale is going in the right direction or the wrong direction, we can take right action. And so just think about it from that perspective. It is information to work with. It is information to raise our level of awareness. Each one of us has an ideal body weight. A body weight where we thrive, where we operate at our highest level physically, and that serves everything that we do mentally as well. And so it's important. It's an important piece of the equation, and I think sometimes it's not talked about in terms of the scale gets this bad rap. So just think about it like that. I would just encourage you to consider adding it to your morning routine. And in meditation and mindfulness, it's all about working with reality. And so, again, we see the number, we can work with the number. We can catch things in real time. We can course correct. So, yeah, I'll leave you with that. The second thing I wanted to talk about was that when is the last time you took an honest evaluation of your fitness and strength? Not only your physical strength and your fitness level, but also your routines around those things. When's the last time you paused and really looked under the hood at it and asked yourself, is this actually working? It's funny how weeks can slip by, or months, or decades, right? We've all had that, lost that decade, where, we're just going through the motions. Either we're not working out much at all because life gets crazy or busy and time just slips away, or we're working out, but we're doing the same thing we did when we were, 20 years ago, and it no longer suits us. It no longer suits us from maybe an injury perspective, or maybe it's just no longer working. So I'm going to suggest this week that maybe you take a couple of minutes because it's so important. It's so important, our strength and our cardiovascular, and it contributes to the whole picture of this, again, stepping up and into our finest hour. So take a moment to really have an honest evaluation with yourself and to look at what you're doing and to ask yourself if it's working, and if it's not, to take action, to change it up, And in future shows, that's what I meant about, like, I think we're going to revisit this about once a week, because I think we're going to take a deeper dive into specific strength work, specific fitness stuff, specific nutrition stuff. But if it's what you're doing currently isn't working, again, from this beautiful place of awareness and facing reality, then you can course correct. And okay, I think that's going to be it for today, but I can't wait to see you next time. And until then, take care. Bye.